Hey, my friends. Now, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like you're on the cash flow roller coaster? I mean, especially during summer. So many studio owners feel stressed at different times of the year as the huge expenses come in. And with a slower summer, it can totally create big anxiety and honestly overwhelm. And so I was thinking that on this week's episode, I wanted to dive into exactly what you need to be doing right now, y'all, to set yourself up for a solid and stress free summer. So if you're joining us, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I want to know who is with me this morning as we are going in and talking about. The summer. Now I think summer, and I'm like, oh, the warmth and a beach, and oh, all the goodness of summer. But that may not actually be how you feel about summer. I know that it could be totally stressful, and we don't want that. So, if you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I want to know who's with me as we dive into today's topic. Now, if you stumbled upon us somehow, I'm Erin Burd. I am your hostess with the mostest, and I work with studio owners and really support them to grow your business without the burnout, the overwhelm, the sacrificing of your personal life, so you can really have your own unique vision of success. That is my goal, to make sure that studio owners feel like that, yes, oh my gosh, that stress free and solid are the key, right? We can have studios and businesses that we love that don't cause us to feel overwhelmed or have anxiety or stressed out all the time or getting into that place of burnout. We really don't. And that is like my big mission, is to make sure that studio owners have businesses that they love, that support the life that they dream of, right? And so if you're joining us, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. Also, if you come back in on the replay, I want to know that as well. So you could just drop a hashtag replay. Let me know. And that way we can actually continue the conversation. Now, my friends, I have to tell you before we dive super far into this that if you would like a little more information, the doors are open to the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, and y'all, it's so good. So if you want more information about that, drop the word bootcamp below. I'll talk about it a little bit more in detail as we go on with today. But if you're here, say, hey, I see you guys watching, but I don't know if the comments just aren't coming in, or we're being awfully quiet today. I hope it is that the comments are coming in a little bit slow. I want to know that you're here. Say hey, say good morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. I want to know. All right, are we ready to dive into this whole idea of having a stress free and solid summer? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to take a drink and I'll wait. Maybe they'll come in. All right, let's get this party started. I'm hoping everyone's going to come and chime in, or I'm just not seeing the comments, which does happen sometimes. So know that. And if for some reason you're saying, Erin, I'm here, Erin, I'm here, Erin, I'm here, and it's not popping up for me, I will come back and say, oh, thank you so much. And we'll keep talking. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to do something fancy today. I think I'm going to share my screen today. And because this is actually a topic that I was asked to present on for a private dance community. And I thought, you know what, this is really a great topic. And I shifted it, I tweaked it slightly, but I thought that it was so valuable that we actually have this conversation about setting yourself up right now for success for this summer. So many times we think, oh my gosh, summer's like 5 months away. We've got time. Y'all, you don't got time. We've got competitions, recital, we've got picture days, we've got all sorts of things happening between now and summer. And if we don't get a handle on it right now, you are going to find yourself scrambling and your summer is probably not going to turn out the way that you want it. Yes, summer will be here in no time. Thank you. Okay, so that's what we're going to dive into today. Now, my question for y'all is, how are we feeling? Are we already stressed about summer? Is it already like thinking about it? Does it give you? Oh no. Okay. Let me know, friends, if I am freezing a whole bunch. Maybe that's part of the problem. Okay, but I'm glad you're hearing every word. Yay. That makes my heart happy. It tells me that I have a really great connection. So I'm hoping that this works okay for y'all. Um, please let me know if it doesn't. And it might be that I'm actually sharing the screen. Maybe that's causing the problem. So if that's the case, you know me, I'm going to ditch it and not share my screen because I want to make sure that you guys have a really great live today and you're able to grab the information that we're talking about. So please let me know in the chat below if it does keep freezing for you. I want to try to see if we can fix it. So let me know. And if it's more than just one person, I need to know too, y'all. Let me know. Please. That will help me help you. Okay, audio good, video weird. Okay, thank you. Maybe let me try this. Oh, okay. It's happened from the beginning, not just when I shared the screen. Interesting. It tells me my connection is like 100% good, like full bars all the way. All right. Well, let's go ahead and dive in. As long as you can hear me, that's a plus. And then if we want to come back in and you want a copy of these, let me know. I will give you a copy of the slides as well. So we're just going to hang in there. We adapt, we overcome. You know that we're good. Okay. So, my friends, are you already having anxiety about summer? Thinking about it, thinking like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Oh my gosh, summer enrollment is always so slow. I can't, it's definitely cash flow slow. Tell me, how are you feeling right now about summer? I want to know, right? That's going to help us know where to go. But if you don't know me, and you just jumped on here somehow, I am the founder of and Dance Studio Strategist for Dance Studio Empire, Birdie's Kids in Motion. I own a mobile dance company, as well as the creator and founder and executive director of Arts Enrichment for All. I wrote the book, The Passion and Profit Project, and I don't want to go into all of that because most of you who are here who do know me, but know y'all that I absolutely adore our industry, and I know the profound impact that we make on so many students' lives. And so my goal is to really support you guys. So my little pebble turns into a ripple and turns into a tsunami, and we can bring the arts education to as many families as possible. So to set yourself up for success, you have to know you need to start with the end in mind, right? So as we are thinking about summer, what is our end goal? What are our objectives? We need to know this, right? It's sometimes we go into it willy-nilly and we actually don't think with the end in mind and reverse engineer our summers. And that is the start of not seeing the results that you would like to see. Now, I have to take a moment and ask you, what does your dream summer look like? And sometimes I laugh about this because I love it. Excited, actually. Looking forward to my first day of camp. So good. Okay. What does your dream summer look like? And here's the reason I ask this, because I think that so many times we tell ourselves, well, people are going to expect X, Y, and Z, or people are used to X, Y, and Z, or I have to figure out and do something because Lord knows I got to bring in some money over the summer, right? But we actually don't take a look at what our dream summer looks like for us. And if that dream summer is taking the whole summer off and not teaching at all, okay, well, we need to plan for that. And we'll talk about that a little bit. But do you want to travel? Do you love summer camps? I had one studio owner tell me, I loathe camps. I really hate them. And I'm like, so why are you doing them? She's like, well, because we've done them. And so I feel like we have to now. I'm like, no, you don't. Right? If you loathe them and they don't bring you joy and they bring you stress and anxiety, and you would much prefer to just have a regular class schedule, then do that. Then do that. Do you want to do intensives only? Do you want your summers to be for your competitive dancers only? What does your dream summer look like, y'all? And here's the thing, you get to create it. It's your business, it's your choice, right? You get to decide. That's what we have to start with. We have to think about that as we're moving forward. Okay. So, my friends, let's get real. Right now, tell me in the comments, what would you love to see happen this summer? What would be a dream to you? One of the things that was really important to my husband and I when we first started Birdies was that I was able to be home at nights and on the weekends, to be fully, invested as a mama and to be present. And I wanted to be there after school to, take them to dance or to take them to soccer or gymnastics or whatever it is that they decided what activities they want to do. I wanted to be there to be involved in that. So that was super important to me. The second part of creating Birdies was that we wanted to create a business that aligned with our children's schedules. So we needed to make sure that we were closed whenever the schools were closed. Summers, when I first started Birdies, I wanted summers off because I wanted to be home when my kids were home, right? So now as they get older, things have changed as they get older, right? And that's okay. Every season brings different changes. But for us right now, I still am really invested in making sure that during the summer, we schedule in 4 weeks of family vacation. 4 weeks, y'all. That's important to us. Now, y'all know I do travel during the summer for work now that they're older, between summer conferences and speaking engagements to our retreats that we host. So I do travel some in the summer, but we also, if it's going to interfere with our family time or our non-negotiables, then it's a no. Y'all, I've told you before, and I'll say it again. Yes, there's been opportunities for me to come and have some speaking engagements, but guess what? It landed on my birthday. And so that was an easy no, because for me, birthdays are spent with my family. And so even though, yes, it was a great opportunity to go speak at this big conference, industry conference, I didn't think twice about saying no to it because it was my birthday and I wasn't going to be away from my family on my birthday. And they didn't want to come because, again, that's not what it's about, right? So it's an easy no. So we need to decide, what does our dream summer look like? And then go from there. Yeah? Okay. Oh, hold on. I got to read this comment. This summer, my goal is solid enrollment at camps that rolls into fall registrations. For the future, dance production camps to create a show at the end of each camp. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So good. It's so good. Okay. Now, this is where the point in the presentation where I have to tell you guys that the key to creating a solid summer is knowing your numbers. We have to know our basic operating costs for summer. What is your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, your your employees, what are your employee costs? This is whether you had no one walk into the studio or not. What is it going to cost you to keep the doors open, right? And so I always start with that because that allows us to do a little bit of proactive planning and make sure that our numbers all align with that dream summer that we talked about, right? So, how many of you know exactly what your overhead costs are for this summer? Right now, let me know. I want to know. Okay. All right. I want to know. Let me know. I'll come back to it. All right. So, creating the perfect formula to make it happen. So, let's talk about that. It is, y'all, you know me. I'm like, this is just math. All it is math plus planning, which equals a stress free summer. And I know that that sounds so basic, but the truth of the matter is, if you are not actively planning and finishing up your summer right now, you are behind. That is why I'm talking about this week. Because while, yes, it's just the beginning of February, parents are already planning for summer. I am. I can already tell you what vacations we have planned, the weeks that my daughters go away to sleepaway summer camp. I could tell you when they're going to visit their grandparents and stay with them while I'm traveling for work. I can tell you what activities are involved. I could tell you and share with you my calendar of what is happening and what's happening in our business that aligns with my family calendar. So, if you have not gotten your life in order for summer, y'all, I'm going to implore you right now is the time. Right now is the time to do that. Okay. Now, I want to mention real quick that this is where we also use separate bank accounts, create clarity, right? And I've talked about it a little bit before, but separate bank accounts create separation, which creates clarity for making your money work for you. And so this is where it's super important for us. I have a summer bank account. And it's February right now. And after you know those operating costs, my friends, think about, okay, I'm going to use really easy math right now, right? All right. So let's say your operating costs for summer is $10,000. Let's just say. And right now, you know that you start your summer session in June. February, March, April, May, June. 5 months. Okay. 5 months. So it's $10,000 to cover your operating costs. It's happening in 5 months. If we do the math, 10,000 divided by 10,000 divided by 5 months is 2,000 each month. So, are you able to put away $2,000 a month from now until summer and have all of your operating costs taken care of? Yes, no, I don't know what your financial position is. If it is a no, that is okay. But what can we set aside right now to set us up for success? So if you do decide that you don't want to work as much during the summer, or if you would love to only run a dance production camp, or if you are only going to run a few summer camps, right? That you aren't feeling stressed over the financial side of things, right? Okay, sorry, I want to read some of these. Around here, many parents have already planned their summers. Oh my gosh, yes. So if you are thinking right now, oh, I haven't even thought about summer. And to your point, around there, a lot of parents have already planned summer, right? January 1st comes around and they're like, yeah, we already have it planned. Or they could even go one step further where it was like, hey, the school at the beginning of the school year, we planned out our school year, which include the summer. So, my friends, right now, it is key to start being proactive about what it is that we're doing. Okay. Now, want to take a moment and ask a question. How many of you are ready to roll out your summer information to your families? How many of you are ready for that? And when do you do it? Do you do it at a certain time every year? Do you do it March every year? Do you wait until recital to roll it out, or a couple weeks before recital? When do you roll out your summer offerings? Want to know? Let me know. Because what I will tell you is this. I'm going to show it. Proactive planning is the key. Proactive planning is the key. And we need to get in front of them. And even if they don't enroll right now, it puts it on their radar and they start piecing it into their big puzzle. They start piecing it into the bigger puzzle of what their summer is going to look like. Right? Okay. So they're on your website, but with very skeletal details. Okay. So have we announced these to your families? Like, they might be on your website, but does anybody go to your website to know that they're there? Curious, right? Do we do anything to entice and make sure that our current students are enrolling and giving them incentivizing them to enroll first before we open it up to the general public, right? Are those sort of things that you have been doing to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success, right? So I wanted to share with you guys, I told you at the top of the show that the next Studio Accelerator Bootcamp is opening. Oh my gosh, we're going to be starting February 27th. And so my friends, the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, it is our 10-week hands-on immersive experience where you get high-level support with me and we work on getting you set up for success, right? And this program specifically is really tailored to and talking about enrollment strategies, creating systems that help you identify where the gaps are, helps you get your business foundations in place. And the beautiful thing about the next round is that not only are we going to get you set up for a successful, solid summer, because we will be running basically from the end of February through May. So we're going to get you set up to make sure that your summer is the most banging summer ever and that it aligns with your goals that you have for summer. Now, that's not to say that I'm not going to encourage you to do some things during the spring, but we absolutely are going to get you set up for success for the summer. And so together, we are going to get clarity on what really matters. We are going to address obstacles, create breakthroughs, and I'm going to share with you the strategies that you need. And also, you're going to be held accountable to stay in forward motion. This is not about like leaving you saying, here's the thing, now go for it. I really believe in, if you want to get this results that you desire, you need somebody who understands you and your business, who is there to hold your hand and really help you through these things. And I know that for so many of us, that layer is super important. So the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, it's a combination of coaching, community, and collaboration, all with action and accountability sprinkled into it. And so we're going to accelerate your business growth. We're going to accelerate your personal growth. And we're going to talk about these systems and going into your financial goals and really develop your deep courage and mastering your money mindset. And oh my gosh, we're going to play more, have more fun, and we're going to explore, because my friends, what's the point if we don't do all that? Now, I know some of you are probably wondering, like, okay, what's this whole thing about? What can I expect? And so the way that we formulated the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp is every single week we have a deep dive coaching session. And this is where I will go into the teaching part of things, where we are going to talk about your enrollment strategies and actual overall marketing plans. We're going to talk about retention. We'll talk about the marketing and the organic versus paid social media marketing. We're going to talk about the visibility plans. we're going to really actually dive into what makes your studio special. What's your sparkle factor? And then how do we take this, leverage it all, and scale to the next level? We absolutely talk about things like additional revenue streams and hiring rock star staff. But something that I will tell you is that for most people that come into our Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, they are looking for what can they do quickly to make big wins and big results and big changes. And so, my friends, this is where we have to share with you some of the amazing things. I always love this part because I get to share like some of these crazy things that happen. These are all screenshots from little messages that our members send to me as good things are going, so we can celebrate the wins along the way. Filled 18 spots since the last time we talked, right? Like, oh my gosh, projected costume profit. It's over $10,000. Say what, right? So we go into these added 30 paid registrations, right? These are just a few things. This one makes me laugh every time because every time I look at it, I'm like, so good, right? I hate to say Erin was right. But I have 7 leads coming through my trial lessons week organically, not paid. So good, right? So good, my friends. And then we have 20 students were added this week, 25 more to beat. Hit 100 students, hit 90 times. You guys, the wins are absolutely amazing. And I absolutely love seeing everyone and their successes as they go through the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp. It literally fires me up. Because when I see you winning, I see the confidence build and I see everyone leaning into doing the things that feel scary and taking a little bit more risk when it comes to some of these strategies that they wouldn't have before because they see the results happening, right? And they're implementing and they're doing the work and it becomes just so good. So my friends, you might be wondering, what is the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp? So it is a 10-week course program where I'm going to be walking with you hand in hand. Now, you do have 2 options. You could pay in full for the $1,555, or you could break it into 3 payments of $555. What I could tell you this is, my friends, that if you come, you show up, you do the work, you implement, you will absolutely see your investment multiply and you will get a return on your investment like no other. I have someone who's gone through the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp twice now. And over the course of the 2 rounds, they have added, because of these strategies, they have added over 100 new students inside their studio. They've upsold to their current students. They have added so much, and they're like, I can't. I knew I couldn't afford it necessarily, but I did it anyway, and it was the best thing I've ever decided to do. This is not about cookie cutter approaches. This is about me leaning in, listening to what you have going on inside your studio, what your demographic is, and creating a plan that really works for you and your studio. So I want you guys to know that. If you want more information about the Studio Accelerator Bootcamp, drop the word bootcamp below. You and I will have a conversation and see if it is the right fit for you. But I will tell you, my friends, that we've been doing this boot camp. Every time we run it, we see the results just ding, 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 going up and multiplying. It's like we're collapsing time and making things happen. And it's actually a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so, y'all, that starts February 27th. Now, before we end our live today, I want to share one more question with you. What do you need right now to set yourself up for success? What do you need? Do you need to set aside time to dive fully into your summer sessions, get them all hashed out, get them planned out? Do you have your programming planned out, but you haven't sat down to figure out your marketing plan for it? Do you need to set aside time for that? What do you need right now to set yourself up for success? Do you need support? Do you not know what it is that you want to do? Do you need support in knowing, okay, I know what I want to do. I have the camps planned out. I have my schedule figured out, but I always struggle with the enrollment piece. What do you need right now to set yourself up for success? What do you need? There's a comment here. The planning of your programs that are available to us are the best ever. Aw, when we need them early and set us up for succeed at the right time. I have to share this. Thank you. Oh, yes, my friends. I am really aware of what we need. And in our programs, I really think about how do we bring up a topic before to be proactive, right? Just when you need them, when it's right at the right time. Um, I want you to have what you need to take action and implement right away. That is my goal for you. So know that. And as we leave today, my goal for you is to feel like I'm walking away thinking about, okay, yes, right now, if I'm not where I want to be on my summer, I need to set aside the time, and I'm going to commit right now. And you can make the declaration, and this is a safe space, but I'm going to set aside this Friday from noon to 3 to just focus on my summer. I'm going to get all my classes hashed out. I'm going to get my camps hashed out. I'm going to get my staffing in plan, and I'm going to write 12 emails that I'm going to be sending out in sequence to my families. What is it that you need to do right now to set yourself up for success? And then I want you to make the commitment to get there. I want you to make the commitment to get there. Because what we do right now is the deciding factor of how our summer will turn out. Will it be a cash flow roller coaster? Will it be anxiety? Will it be stressful? Or will it be filled with ease? The choice is up to you. I'm going to leave you all there, my friends. I hope that you have a fantastic week. Next week, I am so excited because I am having a special guest on, and she is going to share with you all that's possible. Sometimes it's easy to think, oh, okay, yeah, sure, this will work for somebody else, but maybe not for me. Well, I love sharing our client case studies and our customer journeys because each one of them is unique. And I absolutely am so excited to have Joyce on next week because she's going to be sharing with you her personal set of circumstances and how we looked at what she had going on together, came up with a custom plan for her, and how we rolled it out. And it has absolutely been the game changer that she needed for her and her family. So I'm super excited to have her on next week. I'm going to leave you all there. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Let me know what you need to do to set yourself up for success for the summer. And I will see you all very, very soon. And if you need me, let me know. Talk to you soon. Bye, my friends.